in the quiet suburb of Willow Creek, where manicured lawns stretched like emerald carpets under the summer sun, Alex Harper pulled up in a battered old truck, its engine coughing like an old man after a long run. At 22, fresh out of college with a degree in architecture that felt as useless as a screen door on a submarine, he had returned to his childhood home to care for his ailing mother. The house, a modest two-story colonial with peeling white paint and a porch swing that creaked in the wind, stood sentinel next to the Johnsons' residence. Little did Alex know that the girl next door would upend his world in ways he could never have imagined. Emily Johnson was 19, with hair like cascading midnight waves and eyes the color of storm-tossed seas, a deep blue, flecked with hints of green that shifted with her moods. She was the kind of girl who turned heads without trying, her laughter a melody that floated through open windows on warm evenings. But behind her radiant smile lay shadows: a father who drank too much after losing his job at the mill, a mother who had fled years ago, leaving Emily to fend for herself and her younger brother, Tommy. She worked part-time at the local diner, flipping burgers and pouring coffee with a grace that belied her exhaustion, dreaming of escaping to the city to study art. Their first encounter was mundane, almost scripted from a rom-com, but laced with an undercurrent of destiny. Alex was unloading boxes from the truck when a soccer ball came sailing over the fence, thudding against his shin. "Ouch!" he yelped, hopping on one foot as a small boy with tousled blonde hair scrambled after it. "Sorry, mister," Tommy called, his face flushed with embarrassment. From the other side of the fence, Emily's voice rang out, clear and apologetic. "Tommy. What did I tell you about kicking that thing so hard?" She appeared moments later, vaulting over the low picket fence with the ease of someone who had done it 100 times. Up close, she was even more striking, a freckles dusting her nose like stars, and a smudge of flour on her cheek from baking cookies earlier. Alex straightened, rubbing his leg. "No harm done. I'm Alex, just moved back in next door." "Emily," she said, extending a hand. Their fingers brushed, and a spark jumped between them, invisible but electric. "Welcome back to the neighborhood. If you need anything, just holler." That evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Alex found himself on the porch, strumming an old guitar. The notes drifted lazily, mingling with the chirps of crickets. From next door, he heard humming a soft, harmonious counterpoint. Peering over, he saw Emily in her backyard, hanging laundry on a line, her silhouette graceful against the fading light. "Hey, neighbor," he called. "You sing?" She turned, surprised but smiling. "Only when I think no one's listening." From that night, a tentative friendship bloomed. They shared stories over the fence, Alex about his dreams of designing skyscrapers that touched the clouds, Emily about her sketches of imaginary worlds where pain didn't exist. Mornings found them waving as they left for work, him to a temp job at the construction site, her to the diner. Evenings brought shared pizzas on the porch, Tommy tagging along with wide-eyed admiration for the cool guy next door. But love doesn't creep, it crashes. It happened on a rainy afternoon in late July. Alex was fixing a leak in his mother's roof when the downpour intensified, turning the world into a watercolor blur. Slipping on a slick shingle, he tumbled, landing hard on the grass below with a grunt of pain. Emily, hearing the thud, rushed over, umbrella in hand. "Alex. Are you okay?" She knelt beside him, rain soaking her clothes, her face etched with worry. He groaned, clutching his ankle. "Think I twisted it. Stupid move." She helped him inside, her touch gentle as she wrapped ice around the swelling. As she worked, their eyes met, and time stretched like taffy. "You scare me sometimes," she whispered. "Why?" he asked, his voice husky. "Because I care too much already." Their first kiss was inevitable, born of that vulnerability. Lips met tentatively, then with fervor, the rain pounding on the windows like applause. From that moment, they were inseparable, stealing moments in the shadows of their yards, whispering promises under starlit skies. Alex introduced her to his mother, who beamed approval despite her frailty. Emily confided in him about her father's rages, the bruises she hid under long sleeves. Yet, drama lurked like a storm cloud. Enter Jake, Emily's ex-boyfriend, a brooding mechanic with a temper as volatile as nitroglycerin. He had left her months ago for the thrill of the road, but rumors swirled of his return. One night, as Alex and Emily walked hand in hand from the movies, Jake's truck screeched to a halt beside them. What the hell is this?" Jake snarled, his eyes bloodshot from whiskey. "Go away, Jake." "It's over," Emily said, her voice steady but her grip on Alex's hand tightening. Jake lunged, shoving Alex against a lamppost. "She's mine, pretty boy. Back off." The fight was brutal, fists flying, blood spilling on the pavement. Alex, though no fighter, held his own, driven by protectiveness. Police sirens wailed, and Jake was hauled away, but not before hurling threats that echoed in the night. Shaken, they retreated to Alex's porch. "I won't let him hurt you," Alex vowed, bandaging a cut on her cheek from a stray elbow. But the incident unearthed deeper fissures. Emily's father, overhearing the commotion, forbade her from seeing Alex, calling him trouble from next door. "That boy's family ain't no good," he slurred. "His dad ran off, just like your mom. It'll end the same." Alex's own past haunted him. His father had abandoned them when Alex was 10, leaving scars of insecurity. "What if I'm like him?" he confessed to Emily one moonlit night, as they lay on a blanket in the backyard, fingers entwined. "You're not," she assured, tracing patterns on his chest. "You're kind, Alex. You're my light." Their love deepened, passionate encounters in hidden spots of the old oak tree at the edge of the neighborhood, the back booth of the diner after hours. Emily sketched him, capturing the curve of his jaw, the intensity in his eyes. Alex built her a small studio in his garage, hammering nails with love in every stroke. Summer faded into autumn, leaves turning fiery red like their ardor. But fate, cruel puppeteer, intervened. Alex's mother took a turn for the worse: cancer, the doctors said, aggressive and unyielding. Nights blurred into hospital vigils, Emily by his side, holding his hand through the tears. "I can't lose her," he wept. "You won't face it alone," she promised. In the midst of grief, a secret emerged. Emily discovered she was pregnant, a tiny life sparked from their stolen moments. Terrified, she confided in Alex under the harvest moon. "What do we do?" His face lit up with joy mixed with fear. "We build a life. Marry me, Emily. Let's make this work." But joy was short-lived. Jake, released on bail, stalked them, leaving threatening notes on Emily's doorstep. "You can't hide forever," one read. Climax brewed on a stormy October evening. Emily's father, in a drunken rage, confronted Alex in the driveway. "Stay away from my daughter," he bellowed, swinging a bottle. Alex dodged, but the old man slipped, cracking his head on the pavement. Blood pooled, sirens wailed again. At the hospital, Emily faced a harrowing choice: her father or her love. "He needs me," she sobbed to Alex. "But I need you." As her father clung to life, Jake appeared, feigning concern. "I'll take care of you, Em." Like old times. Torn, Emily distanced herself, whispers of doubt creeping in. "Maybe we're too young. Maybe this is doomed." Alex, heartbroken, poured his soul into a letter. "Our love isn't a mistake. It's the only real thing I have known." Weeks passed in agonizing silence. Alex's mother passed peacefully, her last words urging him to fight for happiness. At the funeral, Emily appeared, eyes red-rimmed. "I can't lose you too." Reconciliation was sweet, but drama peaked when Jake kidnapped Tommy, luring Emily to an abandoned warehouse. "Choose, me or him," Jake demanded, gun in hand. Alex, alerted by a frantic call, raced to the scene. A tense standoff ensued, words sharp as knives, fists clenched. In a blur, Alex tackled Jake, the gun skidding away. Police arrived, cuffs clicking on Jake's wrists. In the aftermath, Emily and Alex stood amid the ruins, embracing. "We're free," she whispered. They married in spring, under blooming cherry trees, Tommy as ring-bearer. Their child, a girl with Emily's eyes, arrived amid laughter and tears. The house next door became theirs, fences torn down, lives intertwined forever. But love stories aren't tidy. Years later, whispers of Jake's release stirred old fears, but their bond, forged in fire, held strong. The girl next door had become his everything, in a tale of dramatic twists and enduring love.